Smudge, I guess coming back this morning, the players were absolutely buzzing following Tuesday night. I mean, what a fantastic evening it was, a great performance and a well-deserved victory.
Yeah, really good atmosphere around the place, good vibe. Obviously all delighted to get 3 points and obviously 4 goals as well. It was a really important win for us. But it's now sort of full focus onto the next game and yeah, full focus ahead.
Yeah, I guess you wake up Wednesday morning and go, well, that's done now. It's a great win. It's 3 points, but there's another game Saturday and we've got to try and do the same again.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, it's at the end of the day, it's only 3 points on the board. It doesn't really matter how they come. That's what we try and aim to do every game is to get 3 points. We'll go into every game with a game plan to try and win. And fortunately, on Tuesday, it worked. And like I say, we'll go again for Saturday and see where it leaves us.
I think Chesterfield were joint top on Tuesday. Crewe are top. They come here Saturday, so they don't get any easier. It's a tough task, Crewe.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be a good side. We'll do our homework on them and try and match ourselves against them best we can. Obviously, Tuesday Chesterfield were a really good side as well. I think they were really good, but like I say, the hard work and the effort that the boys put in throughout the full team and the subs coming on, even the lads that are injured, you know, it's the full squad here. It's about everybody, the lads that aren't involved or are injured, that they help the boys that are playing. So I think as a group we're in a really good place.
Obviously you signed permanently in the summer. How are you enjoying life permanently here at Priestfield?
Yeah, really good. Obviously my family have moved down into the area, and yeah, I'm really enjoying being here, being a permanent player at Gillingham. I think this is what I needed in this stage of my career to come somewhere, get involved in a project, and you know, help push this club forward. You know, the club over the last couple of years, as far as I was aware before, kind of lost its way a little bit, but you know, we're just trying to, we've got a plan in place, and we're just trying to build from last season and see where it leaves us.
Lovely. Smudge, thanks ever so much. Ben, all yours.
Was it a difficult decision, Andy, to kind of come down here and make that fresh start in a way?
In certain aspects of my life, yeah. Obviously, moving 4 hours away from home. I mean, it's a big life change. But you know, the everything about the club when I came in on loan, the way that the staff welcomed me at the time, the way that when the gaffer and Dobbo came in, the way they were with me, the players, everything about the club was something that I wanted to carry on being a part of, really. And fortunately enough, the club made it clear from pretty early on that they wanted me to come back. So my mind was kind of made up pretty early on in the summer where I wanted to go. So like I say, I'm just glad to be here now.
And does it help the fact that obviously there's some Yorkshire boys in the dressing room already? You'll get on?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Clarky and Robbie being from Hull, it's nice to have the accent when I come in the morning to just give me that little taster at home. But no, I think all the lads, no matter where any of the boys are from, I think it's a really good dressing room that we've got here. There's no bad eggs. Everybody wants the best for Gillingham, it's a really nice thing to be a part of. You know, coming in knowing that the lads, that if you're out the team, if you're in the team, everyone's got your back, staff included. So no, it's been really good.
And of course, you've actually played alongside Robbie McKenzie in the last couple of games, with him moved into the back line. I think the manager called him an unsung hero the other day.
Yeah.
What's he been like to play right next to in that defence?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, Robbie's growing up, Robbie was someone that I kind of looked up to in the academy. It was someone that was 3 or 4 years older than me, and he'd made that step into the first team. So Robbie was someone that, especially when I was in the youth team, was someone's career path sort of into the first team that I felt like I could follow. And obviously, funnily enough, now we've both ended up at Gillingham. So it's funny how it works. But now he's been so good since the start of the season, even when he's been in midfield. But the last 2 games when he's been at centre back next to me, you know, he's more than comfortable there. He did that at Hull in the Championship, so there's no reason why he couldn't have done it here. So he's been brilliant, as all the boys really.
Have you said to him that he's making the rest of you kind of look bad, the fact that he can just slip so easily into the back line?
Yeah, I don't know if the rest of the boys will be as comfortable in midfield as what he's made centre back, but no, he's been brilliant to play next to. He's a cool head, experienced, and you know he's someone that the lads look to him as a bit of a leader, especially the back line. I mean, it's fairly young, but that's something that I hope that I can sort of bring to my game. I try to be a voice on the pitch to help the players around me, and that's something that going forward I'm looking to kind of continue doing and keep progressing at.
As you say, it is a young backline at the moment, and with the injuries and the suspensions you've had, it's been almost different every game. So how has that been as a challenge for you?
Yeah, like I say, that's the beauty of having a squad that's close knit and together. I think everybody sort of fits in seamlessly when they're called upon. Obviously, look at Lenny the other night. He's come on and for his professional debut and scored a goal for us. So I don't think it really matters who's alongside you. Obviously, you have certain relationships with different players, different sort of relationships, but you know everyone wants the best for each other once we're on the pitch. So I think it's just long may it continue the good run of form that we're on.
Plenty of talk about Sam Gale, and he's very visibly passionate when he's on the pitch. You know, he's almost chest bumping people when he tackles it out for a throw in. Does he chill out a bit in the dressing room? Is it?
No, I think to be honest, I think he's worse in the dressing room. You know, he's a crazy cat, but we love him for it. You know, he's so young and he's so passionate, and it's brilliant to see. Really, it kind of gives you a little boost when you see him. You know, getting all hyped up on the pitch. Sometimes you need to reel him in and stop him getting so carried away. But no, I think he's been brilliant. Like I say, as of all the boys, I can't really fault anyone. It's been a really positive start. So, like I say, hopefully it can continue.
Must be nice as a defence to have, you know, the epitome of experience behind you between the sticks.
Yeah, exactly. Cat's, like I said it last year when I spoke about him. He's just what I want behind me. You know, cool head, experienced, commands his box well, talks to us throughout the game. You know, I don't think there's a lot more you can ask for from a keeper than Cat. So yeah, I'm really happy when I know I've got him behind me.
As you say, it's a positive start to the season, continuing that unbeaten run that you've been on under the manager, and I guess defensively you've looked solid for quite a while now since you sort of came in the building. And well, Tuesday night the goals all turned up as well. Yeah,
exactly. It's nice when things go well the other way as well. I think we have been good defensively, but again, that's not down to the back four or Cat. Obviously, we play our part in that, but I think it starts from the front. You know, the way that the boys up the top, especially on Tuesday, you know, they set the tone early doors with the press, and you know, when you see that, it gives you a bit of it helps you out as a defender, you know, when they do your job for you up there. But now it's down to the defenders to maybe contribute some goals and help out with them boys up top. But nah, like I say, everybody's in it together, and it's just, I think it's not about individuals here. It's about one big squad pushing in the right direction.
And a nice test as well on Saturday. Another side going well, and obviously quite well known for the sort of style of play at Crewe as well.
Yeah, like I say, it's going to be a really tough game. They're doing really well. They're a 100% record so far in the league, so we know what we're going to be up against. But hopefully we can put a plan together to try and get 3 points.
And does it feel like the sort of feel-good factors there, kind of from the crowd as well on Tuesday night, were so lively and you know, back in the team, and you also got the manager as well, who he was on the game against Tranmere, he was almost like celebrating like you won it at the end with that late equaliser. He must bring so much energy to the dressing room.
He brings so much to the boys. You know, there's a really good feel about the place at the minute. There's an energy around the place, and you know, we're just excited to come in to train every day. And I think again that's something that's important. You know, we want to come into work. We want to come in and work hard for each other and for the staff and for the manager. So I think going forward, like I say, we're looking to just keep pushing on, keep working hard, and you know, take each game as it comes, because that's what it's all about.
Best of luck for Saturday, mate.
Nice one, thank you.
Where is the dressing room for this unbeaten run?
To be honest, it's not really something that we've spoken about. It's kind of just bubbling away in the background. We don't really pay too much attention to it. I think as the sport we're in, you can't get carried away with things like that. You just got to sort of take each game as it comes. You know, Tuesday was brilliant, but I think it's kind of out of the minds now. It's sort of onto Saturday and onto Crewe to. You know, I think the best teams will back a result on Tuesday up with another good performance. So hopefully we can do that.
Sorry. Does that put more pressure on you for Saturday? The way we played so well Tuesday night?
No, I think, like I said, every game's different. Every game comes with different challenges, and they're going to throw different things at us. But I think it's down to us to just, like I say, keep working hard for one another, and like I say, seeing where that leaves us come 90 minutes.
Obviously, the 5,000 supporters were in Tuesday night. Loved every second of it. What was it like to play?
Yeah, really good. I think that's probably one of the better atmospheres I've had since I've been here at Gillingham. I remember when I played here with Grimsby, I remember thinking the atmosphere that night was brilliant. So yeah, Tuesday was really good, and hopefully we can replicate that on Saturday.
I know this is a stupid question, but what clicked Tuesday night?
I don't know. I don't know if it was the sense of clicking. I feel like we've been due a performance like that. I think the effort and the hard work that the boys put in that people don't see. I think we were kind of owed if you like the goals that we got. You know, the result we got. But you know, it's just down to hard work. You know, sometimes we'll have games where we work harder than that and it won't fall for us. You know, sometimes that's just what happens in football. But like I say, I think if we just focus on the next game and working as hard as we can for each other, that's all we can do.
We all obviously saw the celebrations afterwards Tuesday night, especially from the gaffer. What was it like this morning?
Yeah, I mean, I think he said well done for Tuesday, but like I say, full focus is on Saturday now. Putting ourselves in the best position for Saturday. Going in with a game plan to how we can hurt Crewe and what they might do to try and get at us. So, like I say, it's just full focus onto Saturday.